Welcome to episode 18 of the Gingerspyce Tiefling Druid. In this episode, I take on a couple of high road quests with a full group of guildies and a friend, and we are level 18. Well, I am level 18, and it was a max 18 group. Take a look at where things are. Same gear as before, so I'll just quickly go over the crafted Shard of Power, Resistance, Healing Amplification, Insightful Spell Save, the Torque, which comes from the Demon Queen raid, Pansophic Circlet out of Memoirs, Heroic Green Steel Concordant Opposition Goggles, Scales of the Exile out of Black and Blue, Heroic Green Steel Mineral 2 for the big stacking hit points, crafted Legacy Double Slotted Ring, Con False Life, and Insightful Physical Sheltering, crafted boots, Sheltering 19, Insightful Spell Sight, Dex 8, slotted with Death Block. You know, if I didn't mention before, it's really important to have sort of a backup source of Death Block. You know, even for like a class like a Druid that has the spell Death Ward, which is going to do everything that Death Block does and more, the thing is sometimes you're going to be in situations where, you know, your Death Ward isn't going to function because, you know, it gets dispelled by a Beholder or a caster, or maybe it, you know, the buff ran out and you didn't notice it. All kinds of reasons where like you could end up being vulnerable to death effects. So it's really good idea if you can fit like an augment of death block into your gear set to have that as a backup for when Death Ward isn't going to be, you know, working, or, you know, like I said, when it runs out. The Blur Finger Gloves. This comes out of Into the Mist. That's for the big 25% lesser displacement mischance. And the Scald Ring for the big necromancy focus for my Finger of Death. Thrumming Spark Cord out of Wrath of the Earth for the big stacking enhancement bonus to magnetism glaciation, and a crafted cloak, Wisdom 8, and big Intimidate with some insightful magical sheltering on there. Giant's Platter out of Madness of Crowds. Got some really nice defensive stats on there. And the Wild Flame also out of Madness of Crowds. Big evocation focus, big combustion, and fire lore. And got it slotted up with a Meteoric Star Ruby just for fun. The only other piece of gear I want to mention at this level is the Mysterious Bauble. This comes out of the weapon shipment in Amrath. It's a very significant piece of gear for really any caster or anybody that has a blue bar that they care about. This has 1 charge per rest of Major Mnemonic Aid. It's basically like a major mana pot that you clicky that you get to use once per rest. So that's 105 to 600 spell points extra per rest. So it is kind of a rare drop, but keep farming it until you get it, and it's a really nice convenience item to have for a caster. Now, it is a trinket. It's not an item you really want to wear. I mean, all it has on it is Wizardry 60, or Wizardry 6 for 150 spell points, but that's, you know, you get that elsewhere. So you really just want this for the clicky. Okay, on the enhancement side, I did work all the way up to, I'm not sure if I had this last time, Student of Darkness. I think I did. Yeah, I did. Bonus to saving throws and MRR when I'm in my Obscuring Darkness. And then while in Obscuring Darkness, I get 30 Universal Spell Power plus 2 Evocation and Conjuration DCs. That's pretty cool. I don't know, you know, as I mentioned before, I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping that in the end. I really need to get in the habit of using the Obscuring Darkness. And, you know, it seems like it'll work well for my playstyle because I do like to, you know, kite large groups of mobs together and just, you know, have them get chewed down by my own personal hurricane, and you know, wanting to include the Obscuring Darkness in that. I'm thinking this might be valuable. You know, I have to get in the habit of throwing down my Earthquake first, or maybe even this first before all the others, so I get those bonuses to everything I cast after it. But it's just, you know, Earthquake is usually the first thing I throw down because I really want to get those mobs starting to fall. But actually, this would be better because this would give me plus 2 Evocation DCs and Conjuration, but Evocation is Earthquake. So, in any event, that's what I've picked up since last episode. On the feat side, I did get a feat at level 18, and I chose Spell Focus Evocation, most significantly, I mean, that affects, again, the Earthquake DC. But Spell Focus Evocation is a prerequisite for enchantment special, or evocation special. I'll have to respect this. This is enchantment because I did a couple of bard lives in the last couple of lives. But in order to pick up this tier 2 enhancement that has a spell school focus, and it's +3 to a DC of 1 spell school, and I'll respect that to evocation, you have to have that spell school focus to have access to this. So I'll want to twist that in later. I won't be running in Magister, but I will twist this in for +3 to my Earthquake DC. I also want to mention that, as I've said before, I'm not like a max DC caster. I'm really going for an Earthquake that DC that hits most mobs most of the time. I'm not trying to go for no fail, and I'm not trying to make my finger of death work in legendaries or anything. But you could do that. I have heard of druids doing that. It is possible now, but that's not really what I'm going for on this tune. And so, since my DCs aren't exactly stellar, sometimes spells like Call Lightning are going to get saved by most mobs. And so, don't panic, because guess what? Druids have a whole bunch of spells with no save. So if you're in a situation where mobs are saving against your spells, then just focus on the spells that have no save. So let's mention what some of those are. We're going to be talking about spells next anyways. So, Storm Inventions, like I said, the primary damage type, which is acid, has no save. Okay? And let's see. Creeping Cold and Greater Creeping Cold. There's no save associated with that spell. Sleet Storm has no save. What else? Ice Storm, no save. So you've got some decent spells to choose from that mobs can never save against. Even like your little Produce Flame. There's no save against that. They're going to take full damage no matter what, even if they have evasion. Let's see. Are there anything else? And obviously a lot of spells are going to be saved for half, even if it's an evasion mob, like a Creeping Doom and Enveloping Swarm Dots. And let's see. I think that pretty much covers it. But if there's an archer or something like that, instead of worrying about trying to make my Call Lightning hit him, I'll just use Creeping Colds instead, for example, and he's not going to save against that. For my bonus, or for my extra spells, I chose Snow Slide for my level 9 spell. That's really just it works as an attack in Winterwolf form, and you jet forward really quickly, and it can freeze mobs, but that's not why I use it. I don't use it as an attack. I really just use it for a fast movement option. So if I need to jump over a chasm or get from point A to point B quickly, I will switch to Winterwolf form quickly and Snow Slide, and sometimes just switch right back. And then for my extra level 8 spell, I chose Heal. It's always bothered me that in Pen and Paper Dungeons & Dragons, Heal is a 7th level spell for druids. At least it was in 3rd edition, which is the last edition I played. So it always bothered me that Heal was bumped up to level 8 for DDO. I mean, it doesn't make a difference in the long run, but in the short run, while you're leveling, I would have really liked to have access to Heal, when I got level 7 spells. But it's what it is, right? I don't think there's anything else to mention on the spell side. Nothing new to mention in Reaper Trees. I won't have access to the next tier until level 21. I'll have tier 4 and 8, and tier 4 in the main tree. Mention the quests that I've done. I'm actually just about ready to take level 19. One more quest that I might do, which is I Dream of Jeets. We'll see. But did all of the High Road. Did all those on R5. Actually, I think we did Detour on R6 with that same group that's featured in this episode. We also did a Vision of Destruction. We did that with a shorthanded 9-person group on R5. We always like to do that towards the end of our heroic lives, just as it's been kind of a tradition for us, a nice way to cap off a heroic life. It's not that it's, a great source of, efficient source of XP. It's just fun, and that raid in the subtrain, I have a lot of fond memories of running that back when I first started playing the game. Level cap was 20. That was an endgame raid at the time, and doing it on Reaper mode makes it feel a lot like those old days. You have to take that raid seriously again once you start doing it on R4, R5, and above. So let's see. I also did some quests out in the Inspired Quarter, finding the path. Shipwreck Spy. Dream Conspiracy, and like I said, it probably will do I Dream of Jesus as well. Hound of Zoriat, we didn't do that at level 18. Actually, we just had our Hound of Zoriat teaching raid yesterday, so it was, legendaries in there and stuff. So that's not a quest that I would normally do at level 18, but because I was level appropriate, I decided to go ahead and take Ginger in there for the teaching raid. So that's the only reason that one's done. Alright, let's get on to some high road quests. Think you can turn the rats in the end fighting him?
I could make them stop moving around, but I can't destroy them.
But that's good enough.
Yeah, I might be able to fascinate them. Oh, no, I didn't take that core ability.
Run it. The entrance. Someone grab that lost soul.
Trap.
Trap. Sometimes stuff comes out of that door behind. I picked up Obscuring Darkness again from the Tiefling tree, and I keep forgetting to use it. Group up for hug. That's arcane.
I got it.
Thank you. Trap. Collectible. And you can secret door here. Find it for maybe for bonus.
Where's the secret door?
Secret door is over here on me. Might as well finish this room since mobs already came out of it. Put on my spell absorption for that guy because he's a pretty nasty caster. We're going to clear out all of the Ellies. There's some breakables in the back. Watch out, they're nasty if they're champs. Doesn't look like any of them are champs. Collectible underwater. Okay, we just got 2 mobs to kill, then we can shrine. Trap up here. Umbral stuff dies instantly from sunburst. Okay, we can go shrine now. Use the last of my mana to buff some others.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Need to kill the boss fast as possible so we don't get overwhelmed by trash. With every wave of rats, we can get reapers and it can get ugly quick. Let's go. Or wait a minute, wait. I want to use a clicky first. Okay. Sorry. Rats. Nice work.
The Reaper
Can you turn
just
this
jumped
lag?
in.
I love black.
Good job, guys. Like sooner than I usually do, a lot sooner.
What ring for you?
Hmm?
Oh, I just see it now. 92, never mind.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm actually ahead of Nimbin. That never happens.
I've just been busy doing other things than leveling.
I'm Nimbin and I'm so popular. I do other things besides play DDO all day.
Well, I've been grinding loot instead of like hitting Slayer zones and stuff.
I don't know why I'm ahead. I mean,
It makes sense. You did like enter the kobold. We rarely do enter the kobold.
yeah. And I did a couple without you guys with Dead World this morning.
That should equate to at least a half a rank ahead or whatever. This is a charm and run, guys. We're just gonna charm, run, spam, charm, run. We shouldn't wait for anything.
Fear Reaper.
Go, go, go.
Get
Oh,
your
yeah. Actually, hit that trap. Thank you. Keep up. Ready for rest? That's not anymore.
There's another Kearney.
Yeah, for the 40.
Go, go, go.
Ready for rest?
I got stones.
Not anymore.
We probably should hold up a minute. I want Baz to get these traps.
Yeah, I've been trying to get him along the way. Ready for race? Cool, thank you.
Ready for race? Thank you.
Traps are done.
Remnant back. Remnant.
Fucking so sad that I don't have any Slayer pots for this epic life.
No, that's fine. I won't use any.
Neither.
I gotta do a bunch of other content anyways. I gotta flag for web and stuff.
Remnant back here.
Bazinga!
I just want to get these lives done so I can just focus on just being Cap. It would be fucking nice. Just that. Fucking to get these done fast.
You still got a lot of lives to go, don't you?
Traps are done.
I have 2 gnome, 2 Shadowkai, 3 Tiefling, and 3 Scourge.
Run it. I found some traps. Stay to the left here. To the left, to the left.
I wasn't able to get all the traps. There's some trash back there.
Trying to heal you, but there you are behind me.
Yeah.
going to shrine. Got these uncharmed mobs coming up from behind us. Remember, we have a shrine before the end fight, so you can mana dump to clear this trash out in the fort.
Permanent.
Didn't load up Winterwolf. Snow tried to snow slide across. Wow, I can't believe I didn't load up Winterwolf. That should have happened a long time ago.
Carney. Oh.
Permanent.
You forget to load up Winterwolf and people die.
Welcome.
That was dirty.
Oh, what in the world?
This
What
trash
happened?
came up from behind us.
Oh, that's awful.
champs too. Oh, we didn't get ransack. Scheiße.
Boo.
Really?
Yeah, there was a couple of breakables that we ran by. I didn't think we would need them.
I gotta go after this one.
Cool.
Are you gonna keep going, Ginger, or is this it for the day?
Oh yeah, I can keep going. Charm the dretches if you like. Try to destroy your heal, but he got you quick. Charm the renders if you like. Boss is going down. Ciao.
Ready for raise.